Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're learning Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. It's a great song to learn after Wild Thing or Chasing Cars because it uses very similar chords. I'll put a link to those videos in the description. So in a nutshell, 3 chords: A, strum 3 times, D, strum twice, E minor, strum 3 times, and then D, strum twice. So what I'm going to do in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play the chords. I'm going to give you some tricks to transition between them. Then we're going to put it all together with the strumming, and I'll also show you a little trick with my right hand to make it sound really authentic like the song. But before we get started, I'm going to plug a few things. I'm on Instagram at Harrison Longworth. I'm on TikTok at harryguitartuition. And then you can also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/harryguitartuition. So now that's out the way, let's get into it. So the first thing we'll look at is how to play the chords. We've got 3 chords. The first one is A. Now here's how I play an A. I've got my first finger on 2nd fret D string, middle finger 2nd fret G string, and then ring finger 2nd fret B string. And I'm strumming from the A string. Oops. That sounds a bit nicer. Now that's how I do it. But if you swap the fingers over, middle finger to 2nd fret D string and first finger 2nd fret G string like that, I've got a little trick that's actually going to make it easier for you to switch between the chords. So do whichever A is more comfortable for you. Option A, and then our second way of doing A. The next chord is D. So that's 2nd fret G string, ring finger 3rd fret B string, and then middle finger 2nd fret E string. And then lastly, we've got an E minor. So it's just like a standard E chord, but you take off your first finger. So it's just middle finger 2nd fret A string and ring finger 2nd fret D string, strumming all the strings. You can use first finger and middle finger if you prefer. Doesn't really matter. So just to recap, we had A, and we've got 2 ways that we can do A. We had D, and then we had E minor. So if you're comfortable playing those chords, let's look at how to transition between them. So we know how to play the chords. Let's look at how we're going to transition between them as quickly as possible. So we start on an A. We're going to be going to a D chord. So now I play my A's like this, the standard way. But what I advise beginners to do is to actually play your A that second way I showed you. Because then when you go to D, you don't have to move your first finger at all. He's already where he needs to be. So all you need to do is slide the ring finger up 1 fret and then bring your middle finger around to the bottom E string. So here's my A. I'm going to slide ring finger and then middle finger jumps over. But I do it all at once. A 3 times, then D twice. Great, so that's our trick from getting from A to D. Next, we need to look at going from D to E minor. So probably the best way to do that, I normally play my E minors like that, just because that's comfortable for me. But what I advise students to do is, because your first finger and middle finger are already where they need to be, I advise that you just move them up a few strings. So first finger is going to jump up to A string, middle finger is going to jump up to D string. And we're strumming that E minor 3 times. So just a quick summary before we move on. A, slide ring finger down, jump middle finger over. D to E minor, first finger and middle finger jump up. And then it's like the opposite, going back to D. So middle finger goes to the E string, first finger to G string, and then ring finger jumps down. So we start on A. We have to get to D, so we slide the ring finger up, middle finger jumps over. We've got to go from D to E minor, so we're just moving our first 2 fingers up. Strum 3 times. Then we've got to go back to D, so they go back to where they were, and ring finger jumps down. And strumming's going 3 down strums on A, 2 down strums on D, 3 down strums on E minor, 2 down strums on D. So we've looked at a few tricks with our left hand for changing chords. My one trick or practice tool, I don't know if it's really a trick, is this is to do with the right hand now. What I want you to practice is don't worry about the rhythm of the strumming. We're just going to practice keeping a steady rhythm with that right hand. So say 4 down strums. And I'm going to change the chord, but I have to keep that steady rhythm going with my right hand. The right hand is not allowed to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 2, 3, 4. Even if I haven't got the chord ready in time, I'm going to fix it up as I go. There. And that's going to teach my left hand, oh, I need to get faster because the other guy's not going to wait for me. So if you've got that happening pretty fast going from A to D, perhaps speed it up. 2, 3, 4, change. 2, 3, 4. We could do the same thing going from D to E minor. And we might go A, D, E minor, D. Cool, so if you're happy with your transitions between the chords, let's look at like really putting it together, playing the song as it goes. So as we've said before, the main section, main chorus of the song goes like this. So it's all down strums. We got 3 down strums on A, 2 down strums on D, 3 down strums on E minor, and then 2 down strums on D. If you wanted to count out the beat, it would go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 So count out the beat if that helps you. If you prefer to just go by feel, go by the sound, that's fine too. There's no right or wrong way. Now, one thing we want to start doing to give it that short, sharp effect that we hear on the record, or make it sound like the song, I'm going to do my 3 A strums. Then I'm going to take this side of my palm and rest it against the string so it kills the sound. So we're going to go down, 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 and I call that a mute when I mute the strings. Down, 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 mute. Switch to D. Down, down, mute. E minor. Down, 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 mute. Switch back to D. Down, down, mute. And keep practicing that really slowly. It does take a little a little while to get the hang of. So down, 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 mute, down, 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 mute, down, down, mute, down, 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 mute, down, down, mute, down, 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 mute, down, down, mute. Then as you get more confident, build the speed up. Right, so we've learnt everything we need to in this lesson. There is one more section of the song. It goes like this. If you're a real beginner, if you're only just starting chords, I wouldn't worry about this section because it's quite fast, but if you really want to give it a go, it goes like this. So we're going to go down strums on A, D, D, 4 E minors, 4 Ds. So the chord changes are really quick there. So again, it's A, D, D, 4 E minors, 4 Ds. All down strums, A, D, D, E minor, D, A, D, D, E minor, D. So if you're practicing this section again, start off slower. A speed where you can comfortably make the changes. And then work your way up slowly. So then if you got that happening, we then want to insert those mutes. A, mute, A, D, mute, D, E minor, D. A, mute, A, D, mute, D, E minor, D. So, in conclusion, the main chorus, main focus for this lesson is the chorus. After all that, we go 3 down strums on A, 2 down strums on D, 2 down strums on E minor, 2 down strums on D. And then the other section, which is totally optional, goes A, D, D, 4 E minors, 4 Ds. Hope you enjoyed that lesson, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Remember to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and if you want to support me at Patreon, I'm over at patreon.com/harryguitartuition. Until next time, take it easy.